Have you ever wondered what it would take for a university to completely reinvent itself for the future? Well, we're about to dive into a super ambitious plan that isn't just about small improvements. We're talking a total transformation. And honestly, it's a blueprint that could have lessons for education everywhere. So that's the big question, right? How do you actually build the university of the future? It's definitely not just about shiny new buildings or a bigger budget. It's about changing the very core of what a university is. The plan we're about to walk through gives us a fascinating look at how one institution is tackling that head-on. And here it is, the destination. The vision is incredibly bold, it's crystal clear, and it even has a deadline. Become a globally recognized top-tier university of education by 2035. This is no small tweak, people. This is a complete reinvention. Okay, to pull off a goal that huge, you need a core philosophy, an operating system. For this university, everything, and I mean everything, is built on what they call the FPA paradigm. That stands for foundational, progressive, and adaptive. You can really think of it as the institution's new DNA. So what is this FPA paradigm, really? Well, it's basically a balancing act. It's a framework that's designed to make sure the university stays true to its roots and its strengths, while also being nimble enough to evolve and innovate. This structure is absolutely key because it keeps them from either getting stuck in the past or losing sight of their core mission. Let's break that down real quick. First, foundational. This means honoring their long history in teacher training and sticking to what works. Then, progressive. This is all about pushing forward, making learning more about the student, more hands-on, and mixing different subjects together. And finally, adaptive. This is the secret sauce for the future, using cool tools like AI, data, and hybrid learning to stay flexible. The big takeaway here is that these three parts guide every single decision they make. Okay, so if the FBA paradigm is the DNA, how does it actually come to life? Well, it's expressed through 5 key pillars. Think of these as the actual building blocks, the big strategic priorities that are going to make this whole vision a reality. These 5 pillars tell you exactly where the university is focusing its energy. It's doubling down on teacher excellence, which is its core strength, but it's also leaping into the future with AI and edtech innovation. It's making a serious commitment to special and inclusive education, aiming to shape national conversations through policy influence, and making sure it's up to global standards. These aren't just apartments on a campus map. They are the absolute must-dos for the entire university. Now, you might be thinking, a lot of universities probably have similar sounding goals. So what makes this plan so different? The answer, and it's a really cool one, lies in 2 unique themes that are woven into the fabric of everything we've just talked about. And this, right here, is the game changer. The plan puts Indigenous knowledge right at the center of the curriculum, not just as an elective, but as a foundational element to decolonize education. At the same time, it's championing mother tongue-based multilingual education because it recognizes that students learn best when they can start in their own language. These aren't just side projects, they are what make this university's approach truly unique and culturally powerful. Okay, that all sounds incredible in theory, but let's get real for a second. What does it actually look like in the real world? How do you take a big idea like embedding Indigenous knowledge and turn it into a degree that a student can actually sign up for? Well, here's exactly how. The plan lays out actual, tangible degrees, like a Bachelor of Education in Indigenous Knowledge Integrated Teacher Preparation, or another one in Mother Tongue-Based Multilingual Education. So you see, this isn't just talk. It's about training a whole new generation of teachers who can lead these vital changes in the country's schools. All right, so we have the vision, the DNA, the pillars, and the secret sauce that makes it all unique. But a plan is just a wish without a timeline, right? So the final piece of this puzzle is the roadmap for how they're going to get all this done by 2035. The whole journey is broken into 3 distinct phases. Phase 1, starting in 2026, is all about building the foundation and getting those new programs off the ground. Phase 2 is where they really start to scale up, building special hubs for AI and Indigenous knowledge, and climbing up the regional rankings. And Phase 3, that's when they go for global leadership. We're talking a top 50 global ranking and becoming the place to go for these unique educational models. Each stage has super clear, measurable goals so they know if they're on track. You know, this quote from the plan really just says it all. The end goal is to become a premier beacon, an institution that's not just great at what it does, but is also innovative, inclusive, and deeply, genuinely connected to the culture it serves. It's a pretty powerful summary of this whole transformation. So as we wrap this up, we're kind of left with this huge, fascinating question. By weaving together technology, inclusion, and deep cultural knowledge, this university isn't just mapping out its own future, it might just be creating a blueprint for what a truly modern, relevant, and powerful education could look like anywhere in the world.